Oral answer. And the first question stands in the name of Jacqui Dean.
Yeah, thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what reports has he received on the economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, today the latest release of GDP data shows that the economy grew by 0.2% in the December quarter and by 1.5% in the last calendar year. This largely confirms what other indicators are telling us, that the economy was growing very moderately through the second half of last year as New Zealanders increased their savings and paid down debt. However, it was higher annual growth, the highest annual growth in the last 2 years. The economy has expanded in 6 of the past 7 quarters.
Jacqui Dean.
Thank you to the Minister. How does this compare with growth in the recent past and expected future growth?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, in the 2008 calendar year, the economy contracted by 0.2%, and in 2009 it contracted by 2.1%. However, most commentators and forecasters agree that growth is likely to accelerate over the next couple of years, driven by a combination of lower interest rates than expected, strong commodity prices, continued Asian growth for our export markets, quake rebuilding and the Rugby World Cup, and are forecasting growth reaching 4 or 5% over 2012 and 13.
Jacqui Dean.
Thank you to the Minister. What implications does today's data have for interest rates and inflation?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, it probably doesn't have, it certainly doesn't signal any particular change. Both interest rates and inflation are likely to stay low for some time, reflecting the fact that the economy has been pretty flat and there's plenty of spare capacity.
Question number 2, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.